Eason will stay in the end zone. The field was covered prior to the game, although it did have a little bit of a mist after they had taken the tarp off. Duper, of course, back and healthy. They are awesome when they're together. 1st and 10, Miami. Marino steps back into the pocket and tries to get the ball to Clayton, and you saw Clayton slip a little bit, and I believe the field is a tremendous pressure tonight. 2nd down and 10, Miami. Tony Nathan, the versatile one, is held for a 2-yard gain. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. On November the 3rd, when New England defeated the Dolphins, Nat Moore was not available. Mark Duper was not available. They are both in the lineup now. On 3rd down and 7, a flag is down. Marino is back. And Marino fires. He's in and out of the hands of Nat Moore. But a flag is down at the line of scrimmage. Again, our referee tonight, Dick Jorgensen. The indication against New England to the Jets right here in the Orange Bowl. 3rd down now and 3. Davenport is in the lineup for Miami. That's Nathan out of the backfield, and he is hit and held short of the 1st down. Good defensive play by the veteran Roland James. So New England's defense, rated 5th in the NFL, into tonight, is able to stop the first offensive move by these Miami Dolphins. We'll look at it from a wide angle. Nathan, top of your screen, played well by James.
Yeah, they went his own defense that time, and Roland James' responsibility was to the outside in the shorter area. But I'm going to tell you, that was a good tackle. Not too many people are going to bring Tony Nathan down one-on-one out there.
Here's a dangerous return, man. That's Irving Fryer. He's taken 2 back this year for touchdowns, 177 yards, 185 yards. He has blazing speed. Now in his 2nd year, he's healthy, and he is dangerous. Reggie Roby hangs one up to the 17-yard line. He's got a picket line. It was Roby who made the stop as Fryer got behind the picket line, got outside, had to cut back, but he gets out over the 45-yard line, and New England has great field for the last 2 games and has defeated the Colts from the Lions. Passing for just under 57%, 9 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. He'll be fighting the crowd tonight. That's Tony Collins. Collins finally taken down by Bud Brown. Collins will get about 4 yards. And let's take a look at Irving Fryer. He had a great setup, a great picket line on the outside.
Now watch the bottom of your screen, 28 now. That's a definite clip. He hit number 52 right in his back.
And now to the outside, picking up blocks. And watch Reggie Roby. He'll make the stop. Irving Fryer, wide receiver. There was a gain of 4 yards by Collins as New England is in Miami territory at the 49-yard line. It's 2nd down and 6. Craig James. And James up close to a 1st down for New England. James, of course, over 1,000 yards rushing this season, having just a superb year as we look at the defensive unit of the Dolphins. They're rated 24th in the NFL. They're 23rd against the run, 23rd against the pass. All they do is play good enough to win, as we saw a couple of weeks ago against the Chicago. 3rd down and 1. Mosi Tutupu is in there with Craig James as setbacks. Tutupu. And he has the 1st down at the 37-yard line. And they have the people in Tony Collins and Craig James to do just that on 1st and 10.
Well, that's one I'll never figure out. Why we're trying to James. Well, you know, why we're trying to run a draw play without having thrown a pass yet. You know, you're a running type team, Miami.
And 11. Collins. Hanna tries to get the block, but Collins couldn't cut back, and Glenn Blackwood is up there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. Jones is in to join Stanley Morgan, Irving Fryer, Stephen Starring. 4 wide receivers for the Patriots. Picked off Bud Brown. Eason obviously was planning on one of his wide receivers to make a move other than the one they made. But Bud Brown was wide open, but there was not a Patriot near it.
There's not a Patriot here. Any way you look at it, it's really a horrendous pass by Eason. There's a defender just waiting on the ball. Had his receiver even broken in that direction, but Brown was going to intercept the pass or at least break it up. Very poor choice on Eason's part.
Or break the receiver up.
Yeah.
Bud Brown on a 26-yard. Dan Marino looks it over. Play action by Marino. Rifles one deep, and this one will be picked off. Raymond Claiborne. Claiborne picks it off, brings it back to the 19-yard line. And 2 quick turnovers. Rifles as he's looking right. There he looks right now. Quickly he looks back, sees Duper. He also sees a New England Patriot right in his face. Tried to whip it deep, threw it short, and Claiborne was there.
And that Patriot that was in his face was Andre Tippett, a man who came into this weekend leading the NFL in sacks, 14 and a half.
At the 19-yard line. No score, 9:57 remaining in the first quarter. James found a little something over the right side, runs into Doug Betters over there, and he'll get about 3 out of that. And there,
They've been here for all of those defeats. Nearly all of them. Anyway, all but 2.
James got 4 out to the 22. It's 2nd down and 6. And here's Tony Collins. Fumbles the football. The ball is loose. And a Dolphin has it. Bud Brown, who had the interception a short while ago, covers it for the Dolphins. 3 quick turnovers.
It's a beautiful play. It's a little trap coming over here to the left side. A little underhand off. He picked up the trap, made a real nice cut back over the middle. And a good play by Bob Rudzinski. Ever on the ball.
The Dolphins get it right back. They're at their own 40-yard line. Not clinch the divisional title, they would have to beat Buffalo right here in the Orange Bowl next week. But the Patriots, with a win tonight, they will clinch the AFC East. 1st down and 10. The Dolphins inside the 40-yard line of the New England Patriots. Tony Nathan looks back inside. Is hit by Larry McGrew, the inside linebacker, after a gain of about a yard. It'll be 2nd down. So it's 2nd down and 8 for the Dolphins. 8:34 remaining here in the first quarter. No score. They're all in the pattern. And Marino fires to Dan Johnson. Johnson comes down with it near the 28-yard line. 1st down yardage. 1st down Miami. String only worked one day this past week. And Joe, he had everyone in this pattern.
Everyone in the pattern. It was a zone coverage that time. Dan Johnson, being the smart receiver that he is, just simply found a dead spot. And I'm pretty impressed with his hand.
The 1st down at the 28-yard line of New England. Nat Moore in the lineup now, split wide to Marino's left. Marino fires, and Moore is there. And splits a pair of New England defenders down near the 10-yard line. Marion finally goes out right. Marino likes to throw timing patterns to his wide receivers down here. He gets a one-on-one situation. He just puts it up for him. Woody Bennett out of the backfield. Roll will be looking to retake the lead for sacks. 2nd down and 10. Nathan to the 6-yard line. Gain of about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Nelson and Don Blackwood
on the field. Don't get close to him.
And that's so true about so many linebackers. 3rd and 6. Marino a lot of time. And with all that time, he was finally able to find the tight end. Joe Rose. His 4th touchdown. These tight ends of the Dolphins, they don't catch a lot of balls individually, but Hardy ended tonight had 33. Johnson had 12. Joe Rose had 18. But when you give a quarterback this much time, and particularly Marino, you're dead. Layton was there. Duper was actually open also. The forecast tonight was for scattered showers, and we are getting one right at the moment. So the Dolphins open the scoring here in the Orange Bowl. Good hands by Don Strock, scooping that ball up to get it down as Revés splits the uprights. And the Dolphins lead 7-0, and the rain is coming down here in the Orange Bowl at Miami. Firing from the 17-yard line. Big opening. And Starring taken out of bounds near the 32-yard line. Davenport made the stop there for Miami. The 3-yard line. Collins. And he's upended after a pickup of about 6 yards out close to the 30, assured of an Eastern Division title. Second down and 3. Eason is back. Great catch out in the flat by Collins, the leading receiver for the Patriots, but he's short of the first down up near the 39-yard line. It'll be third down and just about
defensively any better. He was right in the middle, and he jumped on Collins there at the right time to break or stop that pass. O.J.?
Well, I'm a little surprised by New England's not taking advantage of the center of the field. Jackie Shipp was replaced to Mark Brown, and if I was going to throw the ball, I'd throw to my back over the middle against those two inside young backers, and not against Hugh Green.
From the shotgun. Eason with a lot of time, wide open is the wide receiver. That is Stephon Starring. Starring out of bounds at the 21-yard line with the New England first down. Stephon Starring, who was a college quarterback at McNeese State. Take a look at him. He just split what appeared to be a zone over there. That's McNeil. He's the nickelback. Obviously not a zone, as McNeil let him get by at the line of scrimmage and then tried to run him down, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you can do. If you're trying to bump a guy at the line of scrimmage, you got to bump him well, because Stephon Starring is a 13-7 high hurdler, so he's got the speed to go deep.
First down, New England. Miami's 21-yard line. Pryor in motion. Eason again with a lot of time. And this is Collins. And Collins inside the 15-yard line. Puts down Starring's longest reception of the year. Second down, a long 2. James works over the left side. Close to a first down. He had to get to the 11. I believe he's just short of it. Injury problems in both of his 2 years with the USFL, and now he's over 1,000 yards for the Pats this season. Third down and 1. James stayed on his feet, got outside of Brzezinski.
Well, James showed us a little something there.
James had over 3,700 career yards at SMU as Eason on first down puts it up. Pryor, beautiful timing. Eason to Pryor, touchdown. Paul Langford sprinting with Pryor, but it was absolutely perfectly timed out by Eason and Pryor.
Well, they had the ball on the left hash mark that time and had so much football field to work with to the right side. Pryor just ran a sprint pattern, and because of the angle, Langford couldn't keep up with him. Beautifully thrown pass. He just runs a little fade pattern, uses the football field out here. Langford's in the chase position from the get-go and just simply can't keep up with him.
This play in every team's repertoire really is. Anytime you get man-for-man coverage down there close, you see it almost on every occasion. Tony Franklin to tie it up. Eason places it down, and we have a tied football game. 3:01 remaining here in the first quarter. And the man with the big play was Stephon Starring.
Look a lot better in his last series.
Franklin puts it up. Lorenzo Hampton at the 4-yard line. And Hampton had to get away from the wedge that had been set up at midfield, and he's taken out of bounds up close to the 20-yard line.
For a man 34 to be in the middle of a wedge.
There are the brothers Blackwood. The Dolphins have a first down and 10, the ball at the 20-yard line. Bennett and Hampton, the setbacks. Bennett 34, Hampton 27, the rookie first-round draft pick out of Florida. This is Hampton. Ooh, and he is hit from behind hard by Don Blackman, who is having really a great year for New England, but you don't hear that much about Blackman because of the play of Andre Tippett. Tippett, of course, Nathan back in the backfield now for the Dolphins. Marino. A great effort by Marino to get the ball to Duper under pressure, and Duper does not have it. Clayton is split right. Duper goes left along with Matt Moore. And Tony Nathan, the dangerous receiver in the backfield. Marino, again with a lot of time, gets the ball upfield and gets it to Nat Moore, who's having a great year for the Dolphins. You hear so much about Duper and Clayton, but for Nat Moore, that's his 47th reception of the season, and it was a key one as he gets the Dolphins from deep in their own territory.
Well, you know, whenever Miami go to 3 wide receivers, Marino is going to be looking for Nat Moore. Majority of the time, he's going to have a safety trying to cover him one-on-one instead of a cornerback. So he's the man that should get open.
First down and 10. Marino and Moore get it out to the 33-yard line. Woody Bennett. Bennett breaks it back against the grain. He'll get 5 out of it. It'll be second down. Two candidates. Denver and Seattle on Friday night. Second down and 5. Marino. Clayton. There was bumping between Ronnie Lippett. Clayton had let up a little bit on Marino, and Marino looked deep, and he unleashed one that traveled about 45 or 50 yards in the air.
And both of them kind of misjudged the ball. Again, we mentioned the wind earlier. Not a lot of wind right now, but the ball wasn't a good release. Actually, it slipped out of Dan's hand, but Clayton should have caught the pass. It hits him in both hands right here. You can see our defender, Ronnie Lippett, just jumping a hair early, and the ball hits both hands right here. Boy, I know Mark would like to have that one over again.
29 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We are tied at 7, third down and 5 for Miami. They have the ball at their own 38-yard line. Tony Nathan, single setback. Marino from the shotgun. And off the fingertips of Tony Nathan. He tried to sneak out in the flat. Took a little delay like he was going to stay in and block, and then he tried to sneak it out in the flat, and Don Blackman was right with him. Yarder against the Colts. Both were touchdowns earlier this year. Roby, the line drives it to the 9-yard line. And Fryer doing his playing once again out close to the 30-yard line before he's tripped up by Bud Brown. It's set up for him, and he has almost popped it all the way. First and 10 New England, their own 29-yard line. Eason back. Rifles his shot. It's complete to Stanley Morgan. And the veteran from Tennessee comes down at the 49-yard line as we run out of time here in the first quarter. So much on the line. So much excitement here at the Orange Bowl in Miami. It was 1966. And if they can win tonight, they will be the AFC Eastern Division champions. We begin the second quarter. We're tied at 7. The Patriots have a first and 10 there at the Dolphins' 49-yard line. Play action by Eason. Man is wide open and trying to get it deep, trying to get it to Starring. Incomplete.
Slip out of his hand.
Second and 10. Eason back once again. Fires a shot into Cedric Jones, or rather Tony Collins. Collins made a diving effort and ruled incomplete. Let's take a look at the stats from the first quarter. New England had a couple of big plays. One of them to Starring to set up there.
Expect them to run the football, so they're playing their linebackers a little tighter on the defensive line, so there should be more room downfield for the passing game.
And of course now the Patriots are looking at third and 10. Eason from the shotgun. Flag is down and whistles are blown.
New England's entire offensive line appeared to have a rolling start.
Later, when Don Shula became the head coach in 1963, was a player for Don Shula. A close relationship between the two. Third down and 15. James is in the flat, and he holds on and slips at the 45-yard line. He goes down short of the first down. Paul Langford was out there defensively for Miami. But we will see the punting unit once again. Amarillo looking to hang it high and get the coverage. And he almost got the bounce. But hustling down there, Greg Hawthorne could not quite get to it. It was almost a bounce that New England could have killed inside. As the Dolphins have a first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Moreno could be changing it up. Works inside to Nathan. And Nathan close to a first down out at the 30-yard line. Andre Tippett is there. He's all over the football field. Bennett. And Bennett has the first down. He's out over the 35-yard line. Tripped up there by Claiborne. Patriot defense. Moreno back on first down. Again, a lot of time. But this time he just has to throw it away. All receivers about him is his ability to recognize when he's got to throw it away. There's a great sense about that. To be the fourth consecutive year the Dolphins have led the league in fewest sacks. Second down and 10 for Moreno. Drills one in. It's complete to Duper. Duper at midfield for a Dolphin first down. Lippett was trying to stay with him. A little move like he was going to take it upfield. Broke it square off, and you can see the slippery field once again. Lippett slipping and sliding, and he could not get back to Duper. And in the first game, November the 3rd, it was the man you saw a moment ago, Mark Duper, who was unavailable. That hairline fracture that he had on the leg that kept him out much of the season. New England, of course, the winners in that game, 17-13. First and 10 at midfield for Miami. Oh, boy. And a great effort by Nathan. A great effort to keep that ball out of the... itself. It sure is. Second down and 10. Inside. That's Carter. Joe Carter. It was not
1,000-yard runner easily.
Third down and 3. The Dolphins inside the 43-yard line of the Patriots. Moreno from the shotgun. Drills one deep downfield. Nobody holds on to a football better than Nat Moore. He knew he was going to get powdered, and he did by Fred Marion. A flag is down. The Dolphins indicating that it was going to work against New England, and it does. Coach Don.
Number 55, he says, he's wrong.
Blackman was holding defensively for New England. The penalty declined. And let's take a look at a wide shot of that secondary. Moreno was looking deep. He was looking for Duper, top of your screen, had to come back underneath, fired it to Nat Moore. Moore knew he was going to get hit, held onto the football, and I recall that shot he took a year ago by the Jets when he was absolutely helicoptered and still managed to hold on to the football, and a key play in that game. First and 10 Miami, 23-yard line of New England. Joe Carter once again, a big opening. And taken from behind. McGrew with a fine stop to hold Carter to a game. New England, a win tonight, and they are the AFC Eastern Division champions. The Dolphins would need to win tonight and next week to assure them the Eastern Division. Moreno goes down. Andre Tippett gets his 15th and a half sack. He is now the leader in the NFL once again in sacks.
He wanted to go to one of his backs. He figured if they blitz, one of the guys should be open, but they jumped on both of those backs coming out of the backfield, and Andre Tippett comes in and gets his 15th sack.
It'll be third down and 14 as Moreno quickly sets up in the shotgun. Nat Moore, top of your screen. And Moreno trying to time it out to Joe Rose, the tight end, who's complaining bitterly that he was held by Ronnie Lippett. And he might have had a valid complaint. But it falls on deaf ears, and we're going to see Reves come into the lineup. B. Epprice from 60 yards out.
New England defense is tough. You got to give them credit for stopping the Dolphins in this drive.
Big year thus far for Reves. 100 points into tonight. Rock gets it down. And Reves unties it. Quad Reves kicks off for Miami. Starring. No, he'll stay in the end zone. Dallas game. First and 10, New England. This is the one we're interested in the moment. Greg James. very busy feet, Craig James.
He would have tied Walter Payton's record for 9 straight 100-yard games.
And the Jets stopped Walter this week.
Second down and 7. Tony Collins. The ball comes loose. Paul Langford put the hit on Collins, but the fumble is out of bounds, and New England will return down at 7, and the 12th man, the crowd here in the Orange Bowl, gets into it. Out of the way, or was his arm hit? Tony Eason covers his own football. He started to throw the ball downfield, changed his mind, came out of his hands, and he was able to make the recovery. A low snap. Camarillo fields it and then hangs one up high. Figueredo will have time at his 43-yard line. And it's Figueredo to midfield, hit there by Johnny Rembert. City of Miami project for paralysis. And Nick Bonacani has declared war on paralysis, and it's beginning in the name of his son Mark. And we wish him well, and we wish Mark well. On 1st and 10, the Dolphins at midfield. Tony Nathan. Tippett in there first on the hit.
Well, they got the ball out of Tony Nathan's hand, but Mark Duper was right there. The ball looked as if it popped right into his hand.
Take a look at it. You see it from the reverse angle. Not a good view a moment ago from the opposite side of the field. And here is Nathan carrying it a little bit loose. Tippett just stuck an arm in there, took it away. The ball went right into Duper's hands. And it's also first down yardage. So the Dolphins got one that bounces their way.
First down,
Miami, 1st and 10, New England's 40-yard line. Joe Carter, number 23, in there with Woody Bennett, the setback for the Dolphins. This is Carter. Carter inside the 25 and out of bounds at the 21 as Fred Marion gave him a ride, but it's another Miami first down.
Nat Moore lined up outside. You'll see him coming into the screen. He'll hit number 50. That's Nat Moore. You just saw him. He got a great crackback block. Gave Carter the room to run. Carter's quite an explosive runner. Reminds me a little of Mercury Morris.
Yeah, and he can catch the ball, too, coming out of the backfield.
19-yard pickup. 31 yards thus far for Carter. 1st and 10, the Dolphins. They're at the 21-yard line of New England. Carter again. And he carries to the 15 before he's hit by Marion once again. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. The sidelines, as he ordinarily would be, of course. He ordinarily stands by Don Shula. 2nd down and 5 Dolphins. And again, Marino has to. The tight end now is Joe Rose. Fine receiver. And, of course, Duper, Moore, and Clayton. Marino fires a shot. It's complete. And Matt Moore is having a big night as Moore will get a first down at the 10-yard line right in front of Ernest Gibson.
Nat Moore, again, Coach Shula says the bigger the game, the better this man plays. He likens him to Charlie Joyner. He says his awareness on the football field is so good, similar to Charlie Joyner's. He knows where he's going. He knows how to get the first down yardage. He'll get just a yard beyond the first down marker and make the first down. And he's also the leader of this receiving corps.
His best since 1980. On first down, Woody Bennett. And Bennett rumbles outside, tries to reach into the end zone, doesn't get there. It was Claiborne who took Bennett out of bounds. Geezer, left tackle for the Dolphins. Davenport is in. They usually go with him, but this time, yes, that is Davenport. They like to use him down close. This time they hold him short of the end zone. Into tonight, inside the 5-yard line, Davenport has had 10 attempts at 8 touchdowns. Dolphin fans thought he had it this time. 3rd down. Davenport, touchdown Miami, and they take the lead. Davenport, and where do they go? Right over the left side behind Foster and Geisler. Well, you know he's coming. There's not a whole lot you can do about it when your line is firing off. Davenport giving the Dolphins the lead once again.
Well, I know their right defensive end, Julius Adams, is the leader of their defense. However, he's also the oldest lineman in the NFL at 37, and his age may be taking a toll tonight. It looks like they're running the football right at Julius's side.
Rebays now for the conversion. Strock nails it down. Rebays gets it through. And the Dolphins take a 17-7 lead. I would call that definite copyright infringement. Rebays bangs it. Starring from the 1-yard line. And Starring out of bounds. Up near the
form on first down. Did not try to throw the football as often as they had been on first down.
In their previous win over the Dolphins November the 3rd, they ran for 203 yards. On 1st and 10, Eason is back. Throws underneath, and Craig James took his eyes off that football, looking downfield before it got there. Hugh Green was right with him. There's Nick Bonacani. Now around feeling sorry for himself. He's doing something about it. He has an ongoing battle against paralysis. Eason back again. He is leveled by Charles. The nose tackle, Mike Charles, who gets an inordinate amount of sacks from that position. That's his 6th of the season. Third-year man out of Syracuse, who suffered that knee injury. He's right on the center, watching. Good move, beating Guy Morris. Then he gets away from Wooten, and he just levels Eason back near the 16-yard line. 3rd down and 20. Crowd chanting defense. Eason almost level again. Gets away from the safety. And fires a shot. Yes, it's complete.
Brilliant play by Tony Eason.
To Pryor. Are they going to give it to him? No.
No.
But it was a great effort.
That was a good effort by Eason. Starting with the catch of the snap, first of all. That's the second low snap that he's had to contend with. And made a nice catch. He keeps his presence about him here. This is the one thing that worried the Dolphins. He's not as predictable back in the pocket as Grogan. But on the other hand, last year, he set a National Football League record by being sacked 59 times. Oh, so close, but out of bounds.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
They were busy complaining, all the Patriots, that Pryor had been inbounds. They do not get it. Camarillo is on the punt. Figueredo again at the 40-yard line of the Dolphins, and the Dolphins should again have it back in good field position. Camarillo with a fine punt. Hangs it up there. Figueredo at the 37. And Figueredo back out near the 48-yard line of the Dolphins. We have 2:14 remaining in the first half. 46-yard punt by Kennedy. 1st and 10 Miami. They have marked it just inside the Dolphins' 48-yard line. Nathan, draw play. Works to the 49-yard line. He'll get close to 3 yards out of that. We'll call it 2nd down and 7 as we will tick off down to the 2-minute warning. So much on 2nd down and 7. Marino got to Nat Moore. Punt faked it when Moore wasn't quite open. Still had the time in the front.
This game is played today.
1st and 10. 39-yard line. Marino. And almost coming down with it, Nat Moore. Juggled it down the sidelines, and he couldn't handle it. Oh, he wanted that bat. Marino looking for it tonight, and he should get it in the second half. Carter. And Joe Carter. Spins down close to the 35-yard line, a gain of almost 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6, and the Dolphins will use one of their football savvy remaining in that manner. 3rd down and 7 for the Dolphins. 1:15 remaining here in the first half. Dolphins leading the Patriots 17-7. Marino again with a lot of time. Fires it complete. Gets it to Duper. And Duper has 1st down. They work to Carter underneath, and Carter is hit behind the line of scrimmage. First man there knows tackle Lester Williams. Dolphins are comfortable, however. They have 2 timeouts. Second down and 11. Marino finally had to unload it. He was really hit by Darren Barris. He was really hit right in the back just as he released the ball.
And that is a very good example of Dan getting rid of the ball to avoid the loss. Had he held it, he'd have been sacked at the 40-yard line, which would have taken him out of field.
Taking up the slack. There's a second-round draft pick out of Stanford. It's third down and 11 for the Dolphins. They have 42 seconds. Marino, the ball is loose. And it's still loose. And New England's going to get it back.
Andre Tippett
Knocked it out of there. Tippett came all the way from behind Marino. Marino, I don't think even saw him. And he knocks it loose. And Barris comes up with the recovery. Reverse angle, you see it. Not a bad block by Ronnie Lee on Tippett. Took him outside. Then Marino kind of drifted out to the right. And Tippett, heads up play, strips the ball. And Barris was there for the recovery. And they want some points. Eason back in the shotgun. Eason looking deep. Down with the ball is Morgan. And more than that, he goes out of bounds near the 40-yard line, stopping the clock with 26 seconds. Fine pass, Eason to Stanley Morgan.
Stanley just runs a little corner pattern, falls right in between 2 defenders there in the hole. Perfectly thrown pass.
Ball is first down and 10. 26 seconds remaining. Eason looking for Fryer, and it'll be picked off. Glenn Blackwood goes up, comes down with it at the 5-yard line. Fryer really had no shot at that. Overthrown, he was open, but it would have to have been a very well-thrown football.
Well, again, this is the biggest game Neeson's had in his young career as a professional, and he's going to have to play hard for him to win this game. So far, he's not really been on his mark that much. This interception and the one earlier he had in the game are really 2 poorly thrown passes.
The third Patriot turnover. 19 seconds now remaining in the half. The Dolphins have the football near their own 10-yard line.
You know, I'd like to think that the rain may have had something to do with that last pass, but it was such a tight spiral, I don't think it did.
Remind you again of what's on the line. The Dolphins can't win the Eastern Division with a victory tonight. To assure that, they would have to win against Buffalo right here next week. But New England is well aware that if they can win here tonight, they are going to win the AFC East outright, and they have not won that since 1978. But then again, they have not won a football game here in the Orange Bowl since 1966. That's the end of the for the Patriots out to the 26-yard line, which will be first down and 10. Dolphins, Dan Marino.
Stephen Starring, and of course the running back Craig James dropped one pass on first down. They have to do better on first down if they're going to win this game.
They bring out the run formation, and they immediately hand off to Craig James on a little counter play right. They sent Collins left and brought James back right, and James will get good yardage out of it. Give him 7. It'll be second down and a long 3 as Mike Charles, the nose tackle, who has played a fine football game for the Dolphins, pursued that play. Tony Eason looks it over from the same formation. They open the second half. A strong formation left, and this is James. He's hit right at the 35-yard line, held short of the first down by Mike Charles. It'll be third and short yardage for New England.
Positive yards all night.
Tatupu is in there for New England, as is Weathers. This is Robert Weathers, and Weathers has a first down and much more, and he almost broke it big.
But down, had he cut back earlier, he would have gotten better yardage.
Second down, it's a long 7 for the Patriots. The mix up in the backfield. Collins winds up with it. All by himself, however, out on the left side, and Jay Brophy will drop Collins for a loss.
Especially they had something happening on the other side. You saw both of the linemen got out there clean, and if he would have been closer to his lineman, I think he could have been off to the races.
Loss of about 4, so it'll be third down and 11. That's Starring and Fryer, top of your screen, the 2 wide receivers. Eason from the shotgun. And punt fakes it once, then tried to get it into Starring late. It's incomplete, and the punting unit will come on for New England, and the Dolphin defense has forced the punt. Garrido is back for the Dolphins. Rich Camarillo puts it up. It goes out to the left side and is taken there by Lyle Blackwood. He made the fair catch, and the Dolphins will have the football back just inside their own 25-yard line. Short punt by Camarillo, 33 yards up to the Super Bowl. First down and 10. Tony Nathan is the single setback for the Dolphins, and this will be Nathan. He drops the ball, and it's loose, and Blackman has it. Tony Nathan never had control of that ball. Blackman was right there reading the run play, getting ready to play the run, and the ball bounced right into his hands. Simple little toss right in his hands. He was looking ahead to the blocking up front, right into the hands of Don Blackman goes the ball, and New England with a big break. They trail 17-7 here in the third quarter. They have a first down at the 21-yard line of Miami. James Collins, the setback for New England. Craig James. There was an opening. He popped through it and was hit by Bud Brown, but he moves inside the 15-yard line. He'll get about 6 yards out of that. It's on 10 carries. 2nd and 4. That's Pryor in motion. James again got a good block from Tony Collins. Turned right back in the middle and runs into big Mike Charles, and is held short of the first down near the 12-yard line. Charles is doing a fine job. James on a counter. James with good running. That was a good swarming defense, and James just on his own with that little stutter step, O.J. First down, goal to goal for New England. James again. Again, Collins with a good block. And this time, James in the arms of Bud Brown is inside the 5-yard line. It'll be second down, goal to go, and we're going to pause 5 seconds and allow our station to clinch the Eastern Division. Dolphins leading 17-7, but the Patriots are threatening. Second down, goal to go. They have it inside the 5-yard line of the Dolphins. James once again. And this time, good open field tackle. That was Glenn Blackwood. Slid right by a
play, and he should have. You know, he should have waited for him. He could have went inside of the block.
Third down, goal to go at the 4-yard line. The Dolphin crowd is in it. Collins. Swarming Miami defense headed by Glenn Blackwood. He slowed him up first, and then they were all there.
2 plays, you saw 2 bad choices by good runners. The first play, as Joe pointed out, James should have waited for his block. On that play, I think Tony Collins, he had one chance, and that is to turn up. This team hasn't gotten any yards getting outside today. All their yards have been inside of the tackles, and he should have.
20 of 25. Eason is the holder. But in the uprights is Tony Franklin. The Dolphins lead the Patriots with 7:02 remaining in the third quarter by a touchdown. Franklin to kick off for New England. Lorenzo Hampton is back for the Dolphins. And this time, Hampton will field it near the 7-yard line.
Well, this should be fun.
Hampton, strong running out of the 25 to the 27-yard. First and 10 Miami. They're at their own 27-yard line. Joe Carter, who has worked well for the Dolphins tonight, is in there with Woody Pennant as a setback. Carter is number 23. Marino has Duper. And Duper with a good move against Claiborne. Claiborne thought he was going to step out of bounds. He spun back inside and got an additional 5 yards out of it. The first down is out over the 45-yard line.
Because you're here, but it looked like Namath to Sour to me.
Hey, George, yeah. That was a perfectly timed pass, and this man Duper is such a tough guy to get hold of. Sensational little receiver. That, again, what do you do with Marino? You try to put pressure on him and hit you with the quick passes. You give him time to pick you apart downfield. He's so strong.
First down, Miami. Joe Carter. And he just explodes over the right side behind Steve Clark and Ronnie Lee. He'll get 7 out of it into New England territory near the 47-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Marino in a crowd, but he fires a shot. And it was Clayton this time working in front of Lippett. Another first down for Miami. And that time Marino had New England Patriots all around him, but his line had not collapsed. They were still holding their blocks. He stepped right back into the... On first down, Joe Carter once again. Carter really popped by Steve Nelson, but nevertheless, he'll get 4. Danny Reeves, John Elway, tough Denver defense. They're still alive. Second down and 6. Marino in trouble. Fires one out of bounds as Marino knew that Don Blackman was bearing down on him. Good coverage on Clayton downfield, and Marino had to throw it away.
I think Dan got fooled that time with the coverage. New England went to what we call a 2-deep zone and played 5 guys underneath, and Dan simply didn't have anyone open. Wisely threw the ball away.
Nat Moore comes back into the lineup. Final word from Don Shula. Miami is at the 32-yard line of New England. Again, Marino was hurried, tried to get it to Duper, and just beyond his outstretched fingertips. Decision time now, and Juan Revés will come out.
He's 6'7". He's in the middle of that Dolphin defense, and his job is to get his hands up.
50-yard attempt. Revés has hit from 60 when he was at the University of Tennessee. Looking good. And it is good. Revés' best field goal of his young career. The rookie from Tennessee. He hits from 50 yards. Earlier, he hit from 44 yards. It's a 20-10 game. Stephen Starring is deep now for New England. Very versatile football player out of McNeese State, where he was a quarterback. Has for over 3,000 yards. Fine wide receiver for the Patriots. And this will be Starring from the 6-yard line. And Starring gets it out close to the 37-yard line. A moment, if we could. Saturday, the world of baseball lost one of its genuine heroes. Roger Maris succumbing to a long battle against cancer. Roger was quiet, unassuming, the consummate professional, and for whatever reasons, he perhaps was not recognized as one of the game's true legends, but he will be. I knew him from our days when we shared Yankee Stadium together when I played with the Giants. Roger, of course, with the Yankees. All of us at ABC extend our deepest sympathies to all of the family of Roger Maris. Again, New England at their own 35-yard line. Eason throwing underneath the coverage. And this time Eason working to the tight end, Lynn Dawson. First time the Patriots have up near the 43-yard line. Tony Collins. And Collins will have a first down at midfield, finding an opening over the left side behind John Hanna and Brian Holloway.
Defense was doing before the snap of the ball, hopefully to audibilize to the right play.
First and 10, New England. Eason, Fryer, and Fryer has it to the 35-yard line for New England first down, right in front of Paul Langford. Fryer is one of those speedsters, and he is blazing.
Fryer, and you think you're looking at Johnny Rogers all over again.
That's Fryer in motion. And James will work on the left side. Down close to the 32-yard line. Only a couple of yards out of that. Mike Charles again in on that stop and getting a lot of help from his friends. Rain really coming down now. Almost a foggy situation here in the Orange Bowl. Second down and 8. The reverse is to Morgan. And it did not fool a soul, including Bob Brzezinski. Dolphins stringing it all the way out, and Bob Brzezinski made the stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Well, there are two people, Tony Eason as well as Irving Pryor. They're the two guys that had to make the key block on that play. If they would have made their blocks, there would have been a little room to run in, but unfortunately, neither one made their block.
Holy trouble.
Third down and 8. Here's the crowd once again. Eason. That's Greg Hawthorne. He's short of the first down. Former Steeler first-round draft pick. It was Alex Moyer, the rookie from Northwestern, who was out there defensively. Hawthorne just about a yard short. Game has been remarkably free of penalties. We have only had 2, both of them against New England.
Well, this is interesting. It appears they're going to go for it here.
17 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Fourth down and about a yard. They could be going with just a long count. We'll see a long count, looking for the offside. But it's Tatupu, he usually gets it, and Weathers, although Weathers carried it earlier on third and short. Tatupu. He gets the first down. And the Patriots keep this drive alive down at the 23-yard line. That was the stadium just jumping up and down. There was a flag down, and there was movement against New England. And now it's back to the drawing board.
I think it's back to the field goal kicker now. This is a 5-yard penalty. He was a young boy growing up. He didn't wear shoes that often. He always kicked the ball with his bare feet. Now he feels better doing it.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt. Eason is the holder. Greg Morris provides a snap, and Franklin will be trying to bring the Patriots to within a touchdown. And Franklin hits from 49 yards out. We're just a few moments ago. Reve's hit for the Dolphins. So once again, we have a 7-point football game. As Lorenzo Hampton is deep for Miami. Franklin puts it on its way. Carter has it. And Carter with some fine running out over the 30-yard line near the 32-yard line. I want to remind you, later tonight on Nightline, wind has been caused by some truly heavy hitting. So much on the line between the Dolphins and the Patriots. First down and 10, Miami from their own 32. And good running by Clark Nathan. He'll get 7 out of that. Dolphins have really been running the football well, and they're doing it in 3. The Dolphins will try their own reverse. This is Mark Clayton. And Clayton turns the corner, picking up first down yardage out near the 49-yard line before he's stopped by Tippett.
I tell you one thing, it's fun watching Andre Tippett. He really got caught inside on that play. He recognized once he was too far inside that the reverse was coming his way, and he fought his way outside. He made the tackle. He may not have done his job because he was supposed to have containment on that play.
Yes, he got caught inside and still got back out there. But the Dolphins get the first down. They're near their own 49-yard line. Reno rifles one downfield. Duper is there. Flag is down.
This game is for the championship, and I didn't see his arm come across his head. He did give him a little extra shot, but when you're playing for the championship in effect of a conference, now he says the face call.
The face mask call. It's Ronnie Lippett. He's the defender against Duper. Got the arm around there.
Yeah.
Well, he also swung it around there pretty severely, but he grabbed a hold of the face mask.
I tell you,
First and 10, Miami. They're at the 30-yard line of New England. It's Hampton and Bennett. Those are the setbacks for the Dolphins. They've been using a lot of people tonight. Hampton. And he is stacked up. Good play by the... Clayton is going left. Duper splits right. They're tied in the lineup at the moment. Number 87. That's Dan Johnson. Marino. Almost picked off. Tony Nathan, the intended receiver, and Steve Nelson got out there, got a hand on it. It would have been a good play, but it could have been an interception. Added that ball in the arms of Jeffcoat, and the Giants were threatening. Patriots trail by 7. They have a third down and 11. Matt Moore's there. Flag comes down. It was Ernest Gibson battling Nat Moore. Marino held it to the last possible second. He was really leveled after he released it. And Marino gets up limping. It was a stop and go on the part of Nat Moore. And there's Gibson. Not only getting into his face, not playing the ball. Unquestionably interference.
Well, Gibson was beat. I don't think he expected the ball to be underthrown. He was just trying to catch up.
Will it be Davenport again? It usually is, number 30. Held short of the goal line with Ron Davenport. Davenport has 9 touchdowns on the year.
Well, now he's 9 of 13 inside the 5. Still a 9. Runs a 4.5 40.
Second down, goal to go. Davenport. Yes. Behind Ronnie Lee and Steve Clark over the right side. Oh, Miami stretches it out. Miami, of course, with a win tonight will not clinch the division, but they have Buffalo in town next week. They feel that if they can win tonight, and they're looking awfully good, win against Buffalo, but no weight remaining in the game. The Dolphins stretch the lead, 27-13. We'll be back in a moment. They're a little on thin ice and at special time at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Revenge the kickoff. Stephen Starring is deep for New England. He takes it at the goal line. And Starring out over the 25-yard line, close to the 27. Don McNeil made the stop there for the Dolphins between those two ball clubs. First and 10, New England. Eason takes a little off it. He tries to go underneath the Tony Collins. It's incomplete as Eason has it behind him. Collins. Good running by Collins, the former 1,000-yard gainer back in 1983, whose running role has become a bit subordinated to that of Craig James. But Collins has made up for it, become a tremendous blocker. And he also came into tonight as the club's leading receiver. Let's look at it from the end zone. Good hole for Tony Collins, but he breaks it back, as any good runner will. They're always looking to bring it back across the middle. First and 10 at the 43-yard line. Eason looking to go deep. Good coverage by the Dolphins. Now he checks off, and he finds Derek Ramsey, and Ramsey will have a first down near the 37-yard line. Number 83, Irving Fryer. Number 80 split to the left, the wide receivers. Eason underthrows Jones. The Dolphins need a win tonight. A win next week against Buffalo to assure themselves of the Eastern Division title. New England has the football. They're at the 37-yard line of the Dolphins. Second down and 10. A lot of pressure, and wide open is Tony Collins. Collins just ripped through tacklers down to about the 15-yard line. Dolphins were in one of their rare blitzes for the night. And New England was able to burn
Situations like that.
New England, first and 10. They're just outside the 16-yard line of the Dolphins. And this is where the noise really gets deafening down here. Where the Dolphins drawn off, so often that's the case. Yes, the veteran John Hanna with a little movement. Dolphins picking up on it very quickly.
So much in becoming a player and a coach, and Weed used to stress, don't make those mental mistakes out there.
First and 15, Eason. Fine pass to Stanley Morgan. He takes it all the way down to the 5-yard line in the arms of Langford, and it should be another New England first down. Eason, under tremendous pressure there, was able to get the ball to Morgan, and Morgan had good coverage by Langford. Eason had to have it in just the perfect position, and he did.
Beautifully thrown pass, certainly in contrast to the one he threw out there to his hook man about 2 plays ago, the one he threw in the ground. I know that the dampness of the ball has to be affecting the quarterback's passing game.
Plenty of time for the Patriots.
Same pattern as
Easton again, and flag goes down. Irving Fryer was the intended receiver. William Judson was back there. He's trying to say I was playing the ball. You can't put those hands up in front of a receiver and wave them back and forth.
You have to look for the ball, too. And I'm afraid William never turned around to look for the football.
Well, evidently one of the officials thought he might have because they're discussing it.
Referee Dick Jorgensen.
Number 49, defense, in the end zone, first down on the 1-yard line.
Let's look at it again. William Judson covering Irving Fryer. Now, he cannot put those arms up, wave them back and forth, and screen Fryer away from the ball. He most certainly did.
That's the same pattern they threw a touchdown earlier against Paul Langford. Fade away.
Weathers and Tutupu are the setbacks for New England. Tutupu. Mosi Tutupu. Touchdown for New England.
Certainly used his blockers well that time. He slowed up, then cut back.
Hey, this is a tough New England team. They are mentally tough as well as physically tough. They have been battling back throughout the entire night, and they keep coming back.
Sort of unusual seeing Mosi running outside like this. He was a great fullback at SC for a number of years, and he's the kind of guy you like to see blocking or running inside.
To bring the New England Patriots to within 7 once again. We have 7:37 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Dolphins lead cut once again to 7 points. Patriots once again to within 7 points, and this is where Miami is usually so tough. Joe Carter will bring it out. Carter still on his feet. Oh, ball is loose, and the Patriots have it. And they're indicating touchdown. It was McSwain who provided the hit. Cedric Jones came up with the football, and they're mobbing Jones in the end zone. Joe Carter brought it out, hit a big pile up at the 20-yard line, spun out of it. Rod McSwain had a hold of him, ripped it out of his arms. Let's look again. Here comes Carter. He gets right into the pile here, runs into McSwain. McSwain stays with him, gets the ball out of there, and Cedric Jones was right there to take it in. And we are a conversion away from a tied football game here in the Orange Bowl. And how quickly things turn around.
And the rain is coming down much harder than it has at any other time in the game.
Franklin to tie it up. It is really raining now here in the Orange Bowl. We are tied at 27. Stripped loose there by McSwain, right into the arms of Jones. And the fourth-year speedster out of Duke provides the touchdown that ties this football game up. Franklin to kick off for New England. Deep is Hampton and Joe Carter. It will be Lorenzo Hampton. Good running by Hampton. He's out over the 30-yard line to the 32. The rain is coming down. And a good deliberate quarterback can make a lot out of it. Dolphins and the Patriots tied. The 7:12 remaining in the game. Marino. Duper. Duper has a first down. He's near the 40.
Yeah, he was wide open, all right, but that's the toughest pass they can make Dan throw.
And no one throws it better than Dan Marino today. Powerful arm to zip it out there on 1st and 10. Woody Bennett. And Bennett hustles inside Patriot territory to the 47-yard line, a gain of 5 for his right. Dolphins very effective tonight running the football. Clayton. Simple pattern, both outside receivers. Duper and Clayton take it down about 8 yards away from another 4,000-yard season. On 1st and 10. Almost picked off. Going for the football on the outside was Lippett. Marino looks it over again. He has Clayton right and Duper left. Tight end is Bruce Hardy, and Hardy hit at the 32-yard line, gets to the 31-yard line. He'll be short of the first down. It'll be third down and about 3. Brad Marion, 3 now, and there was movement, and I think it was the Dolphins' left side. This is Davenport. Marino, by the way, has gone over 4,000 yards unofficially.
I'll tell you what, they may decline this penalty.
Well, I think I would. I wouldn't give Marino another chance to throw it.
Dolphins, the toughest team in the NFL on third and long situations. They're just uncanny in the third and long situation. Options being given out to Steve Nelson. I'm sure we'll have a decline.
Number 34, offense, decoy.
Bennett was moving. That will be fourth down.
Lack of concentration, mental error.
Gervais comes onto the field. He is hit from 44 yards tonight. He is hit from 49 yards.
But he could have a possible championship riding on this kick.
Having a great year, this rookie from Tennessee. He's 21 of 26. Had his young career best earlier with a 49-yard effort. This will be from 48 yards. High snap. That usually means trouble, but not for Gervais. That was a great effort by Don Strock. That ball was snapped high by Larry Lee. Strock got it down perfectly. Unofficially, Gervais is given a 47-yard field goal, and this game is untied once again. Don't go away. Don Strock did a great job. He got this ball down quickly, and he got it down very accurately. 48-yard field goal. Strock was just as happy as Fuad Gervais. The Patriots now trail by 3 once again. 4:27 remaining in the game. We'll tell you one more time. A win by the New England Patriots, and they win the AFC Eastern Division. The Dolphins can't clinch it tonight, but if they win tonight, they win against Buffalo here in the Orange Bowl next week, then they will have clinched it, and then they will sit back and watch us Monday night, hoping that the Rams can knock off the Raiders, and they'll pick up the home field advantage. That's the scenario. But this one is far from over. Gervais to get it underway. Starring is deep once again for New England. This time he'll bring it out of the end zone. Starring never really had his feet under him. He slipped at about the 15-yard line, slipped again at the 20, and gets out to about leaves by Eason, who had been hurt earlier in the season against the Jets. The one game out of 9 that they have lost in the last 9 games they played. Here's Tony Collins. Collins running hard up to about the 29-yard line. He'll get 4 out of that. It'll be second down and 6. Jackie Shipp made the stop. Eason started to fall of those games. Eason has been back, and he's won the last 2 that he is quarterback. Second down and 6. The rain really pouring down. James doing what he does the best. Over the right side, just bulling ahead. He'll have a first down at the 35-yard line.
Well, we talk about decisions, Joe. One thing Miami knows is that New England is going to run the ball, and they're going to try to run the ball inside of their home at that time.
And that's where Eason hopefully could audibilize.
Close to 3 minutes remaining. Collins broke a tackle in the backfield. Deep in the backfield. And few linebackers in the league do it any better than Hugh Green. He's so quick. James. Charles, the nose tackle with the stop. But James gets up to the 42-yard line. It'll be third down and a long 2. And we're getting down to an area, I think, for New England.
I think we ought to try that option play that we watched San Diego run so efficiently against Pittsburgh a couple of weeks ago. I haven't seen that play stopped yet.
Well, it's a little wet. I don't think they're going to try that one now.
Tony Collins, Craig James, those are the setbacks. Collins 33, James 32. James. He's very close. This will be totally dependent upon where they mark the ball.
On the tackle.
He had to get just outside the 45-yard line, and Irving Fryer is indicating to the bench that he did not make it. About a half a yard short, or maybe a foot and a half short.
Couldn't see if he tripped, or it appeared as if he had a little cutback there.
And New England wants timeout. They have a 4th down and about a foot. They want to talk it over. And
of the day. It's a nice hole there. Here's the back, and as he cuts, he didn't really cut back cleanly. If he'd have cut back cleanly, it appeared as if he had a lot of running room. I think he was thinking about the first down, or maybe he slipped.
Ray Berry replaced Ron Meyer last October. Quiet, very efficient. Brought in a staff of his own assistants, and right now he's looking at a 4th down and about a foot. This will be the play he calls. That's to Tupu, and he gets it easily over the left side, moving behind Brian Holloway. The New England Patriots with 1:43 in the
last 2 games of the season. Championship time. Tight game.
Unfortunately, the time they're going to have to throw the ball. They can't keep running it.
Sure, we have a very nervous Tony Franklin on the sidelines. Fine shot. Fryer was the intended receiver. Langford made a great play. He reached right around Fryer and knocked the ball out of Fryer, who has that great speed. Fryer with the look outside, knows where Langford is, goes up for the football, and look at that play. Brilliant play by Langford. That would have put New England within Tony Franklin field goal range. It's 2nd down and 10. Fryer is now split left. He's the one with the dynamite speed. Morgan, top of your screen. He has the better move. Collins, the leading receiver for the Patriots, inside the 35-yard line, at the 34-yard line. 1st down. All the receivers were in line of sight. He took Collins, and Collins got the 1st down inside the 35. Fryer in motion once again. Eason again looking for Collins. Almost intercepted. In and out of the arms of Glenn Blackwood.
That was not a smart play. Come on, Joe.
Oh, no, I agree. Where is he throwing the football? He had 3 defenders there.
Collins coming out of the backfield. He had attracted just about everyone.
Well, Tony Eason dodged a bullet that time, and so did the Patriots. That should have been interception right there.
All right.
Field goal range. They got to get another 8-9 yards.
2nd down and 10. The Dolphins holding on to a 3-point lead, 1:06 remaining. A lot of time for Eason. He overthrows, and this time it will be picked off. Glenn Blackwood had another opportunity. He took no chances. He hook slid out of the 25-yard line. The pass intended for Derek Ramsey, and the Dolphins players are going bananas. 56 seconds remaining. Eason is saying, how can I do it?
The middle. You need another 8 yards to assure the fact that you can tie the game. You throw the safest passes you can throw at this point, I would think, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, and he
had him
really
open. He just flat missed him.
Eason's 3rd interception of the night. And look at Blackwood. He's taking no chances of coughing that football up. Patriots have 2 timeouts.
Miami in the Orange Bowl.
Marino goes down on his knees. The timeout will be called one more time, and the Patriots will be able to stop it one more time. This telecast is presented by the authority of the National Football League. It's intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the National Football League is prohibited. And Don Shula and the Orange Bowl magic has worked once again. And for Tony Eason, there'll be many great days. The young man who came into the league the same year Dan Marino came into this league. But as you watch him move around out there, you realize he has the strong arm. He has the mentality. Joe spoke of it earlier. He's tough. He doesn't tighten up. He threw a couple of bad passes tonight. He threw several of them. And on the last occasion, Glenn Blackwood turned it around.
They'll go home like many teams have done since I've been in it, when I was playing, and they'll say, hey, we outplayed the Dolphins. It's a game we should have won, but we'll look at 3 or 4 mistakes that they made, and they said we blew the game. But you know what? That's been happening here in the Orange Bowl ever since Shula's been here.
And the other thing is, too, it's not all over for New England. They still have a shot at making the playoffs.
They got a tough one next week, Cincinnati. They can put points on the board.
That's the Cowboys. I'd admire those Cowboys, too. They lose that one to the Bears, 44-0. They give up 56 points to Cincinnati. They come back and play a hot Giants team, a tough Giants team. And granted, they had some other bizarre happenings down there at Texas Stadium, but they hung in there. They hung tough. They got the big plays, as Joe mentioned, from the veterans, the big play by Ed Jones when they needed it. Time remaining in the game. New England is out of timeouts. Marino will stay on his feet as long as he can, dancing around back there.
I'm not too sure that's the smart way to go in using the clock right now. They're out of timeouts.
Ray Berry looking on. Final seconds ticking away.
What they do is they're going to take a penalty here, and then they'll run a play, and the game will be over.
There'll be about 2 seconds remaining. They'll be able to snap the ball, and the game will be over. That's the 30-second clock. It'll tick down to 0. There is now 1 second on the scoreboard clock. How Greasy did it. I forget the exact circumstances. That's it. The Dolphins win a close one. 30-27 from the Patriots. And a well-played game by the New England Patriots. They were battling all the way back. Tony Eason on a tough night. 14 of 26, 200.